Yo, what's going on, everybody? What's going on? Today is the day that Drazhoath The Ashen gameplay showcase just dropped, so we're going to be checking that out. Y'all don't know who I am. My name is DisBearity. I'm a lover of Warhammer 40k and also fantasy. I also love to play RTS and turn-based strategy games here on this channel. If you guys wanted to, definitely consider subscribing. Let's go ahead and head on into this, y'all. All right, let's tap in and check out this footage here. You know, I feel the slave labor going on. I like that. Is that a lizard man? Yep. I like that. Like, you're not going to assassinate me today. Okay, I like that. The Legion of Asgore.
Sorry to start with not much context in the middle of a battle, but these lizards have been on the horizon for ages, so it's about time I gave them what they deserve. And who better to deal out the punishment than the leader of the Legion of Asgore himself, Drazhoath The Ashen.
Drazhoath The Ashen.
The perfect time to show those who
that is a great Taurus right here.
Capable of. We'll hit them with what I've been calling the Drazhoath 101. Artillery, firing lines, sorcery, skullcracker, and of course, the great beast Cinder Breath.
Oh,
okay,
it has a name.
Now that they've been dealt with, let me tell you what Drazhoath and his angry legion have been up to. So, due to the Ashen himself being exiled to the Black Fortress so long ago, our starting position isn't exactly an easy one, as the Black Fortress is stationed right in the corner. We're at turn 25 right now, and we've made some strides. We've got some luck starting with a force-locked province. Nobblar country has been transformed into a strong, efficient output for raw materials and armaments. And we've got the Great Drill built and ready. Those freaky vampires over in the Caravan of Blue Roses over in the corner have been ousted from the Haunted Forest, giving us room for yet another tower on the horizon. Karak Krakaton on the Ivory Road has also been taken from some enterprising Skaven. We've got a guy holding it for the meantime, and we'll either push further in for more materials and labor from some big ogre boys, or make some peace with the lads for a nice, profitable relationship. We've also been doing a few sacking runs to gain labor near Imric, and I think he's getting to the end of—
No, it feels good that you get like a bit of variety of enemies to go against. You know, it looks like you have the lizard men, you have the high elves, you have ogres, vampires, so it's like a good variety, not just like, you know, chaos dwarves and stuff. So I like that a lot. You know, Imric is looking pretty good.
Tether with us.
Know this, I will not remember you once I have slain you.
And lastly, we've had the lizards, idling away on their little island in the far corner. They finally decided to pop their little heads up in our part of the world, saw our beautiful chaotic selves, decided that we didn't fit the great plan, and they were having none of it. And, well, we saw how that went for them.
Now, look how detailed this Cinder Breath looks. Looks amazing. I love the Taurus, love the detail to it. Looks like a great, amazing mount, honestly.
Being in our little corner doesn't mean we haven't gone out to see the world, though. We deployed a convoy to go fetch us some labor. It did cost us a pretty penny in armaments, but with the incoming labor, we
I do like the returning
running.
Now, I do like the returning of the convoy system. That's definitely a big plus here. I mean, I'm glad that I think more factions should probably start using the convoy system to an extent, you know? So that's pretty unique here.
With our thriving, happy workforce, and instantaneously build ourselves a brand new industrial powerhouse. And I know just the place to manifest it. Gorda's Backstabber, a legendary hero and a hobgoblin of renown who's often proven himself useful to our cause.
He will be
has
releasing
been
Chaos
sent on
Dwarves
a
as
little
well.
excursion to the Plane of Bones. Another 4-stack province, I think we
As
can make
a
some
legendary
real use
hero.
out of. We need all the raw materials and armaments we can get as we gear up to take on the Karazakarak expedition. Their army will be a great sacrifice to Hashut, as well as a clear and open message to the rest of the Tower of Zar that Drazhoath is back and means business. What better way to send a message to the other Chaos Dwarfs than completely crushing our non-chaotic counterpart? To get that, we're going to need armaments to up our capacity and capabilities in the Hellforge. So, welcome to the Hellforge.
Okay. No, I'm gonna let him
Your
speak on it a little bit.
one-stop
We'll
shop
back out.
for all things terrifying and most likely Geneva Convention breaking. Luckily, though.
Okay, so let's go ahead and let's back that up real quick. All right, so this is the Hellforge. So basically, what this is that what I'm guessing is this is where you're able to buy, or as you see, spend armaments to forge additional standard issue weapons and armor for your units in each category, increasing their unit capacity. The number displayed beneath the unit cards indicate current unit capacity. So the more that you buy with your armaments, the more unit capacity you have. And as you can see the great variety of units that the Chaos Dwarves get. So you have the armory, then you have the manufactory, which I guess you go. The manufactory is probably where you manufacture different types of maybe items and stuff. So that's actually really cool. I like that. It says increasing total capacity. Yeah, category gradually unlocks more powerful forge craft options. And then manufactories specified by tooltips on each category. Okay, so that's really cool.
Top shop for
I
all
like that.
things terrifying and most
Gives a bit of
likely
uniqueness
Geneva
there.
Convention breaking. Luckily though, Geneva's not here. As you can see, we've upgraded capacity for certain units, namely Chaos Dwarf Warriors and their Blunderbuss brethren. We'll want to bolster this number out a bit more as we progress, as well as bring in some Infernal units and War Machines. It's not all about numbers though. As we increase how many units we can recruit, we can also unlock additional upgrades for our units. These can be quite costly.
Yep,
and
just
they'll
like
add
what
on
I
to our
thought.
armaments expenditure
Items,
per
yep.
unit per turn. But it'll increase their effectiveness in the field. Okay, that's a lot of talking and a lot of war planning. We need the space for these grand machinations, and we're starting to outgrow Noblar country. We've got a lot of laborers here, and they need new assignments. The Iron Fist of the Legion and the fiery anger of Drazhoath and Cinderbreath are pointed firmly at you, Imric. Pigbarter's garrison is seriously lacking, almost as if Imric did the classic High Elf thing of looking down his nose at us for too long.
It's a common misstep. Nothing that a happy hobgoblin and an infernal engine can't fix.
Chaos Dwarf warriors aren't the quickest, but Gordaz and his hobgoblins are perfect.
I mean, it's the same thing as like any other dwarven unit. I mean, that's why they make they're more unique with cavalry.
Once they're in, the Knights of Caledor will get acquainted with the tidal wave of iron and hatred,
Which are the
that is
Bolsters.
the Dawizar. Well, we've certainly forced Imric's hand now. This, however, isn't our only front. For starters, we do have some issues to deal with in Noblar country. As we're going on the offensive, we're going to be gaining more labor, which can actually have its issues.
I wish this was.
Control back
I guess
in
this
our
is
home
the.
province is dropping quite
Was it
heavily
the Rumble
due to the
Chaos?
labor
I guess.
populace.
Oh, should
I
show some
imagine
Immortal
they're
Empires
talking,
gameplay.
You know, talking about such
But hey,
frivolous
I mean,
prospects like
I don't know.
bathroom breaks and lunch hours. I bet they're even considering the concept of paid overtime. We can settle their little ideologies by utilizing labor to rush production, but I'm going to keep matters in line for a few turns by setting an example. A missing guardrail here, a wrong type of ladder handed off there. This should hopefully keep matters in line. Our other front is the caravan. If we're unlucky, there might be many hardships on the road that we'll encounter. Chaos Dwarf hardware, after all, is nothing to scoff at. And to say that we're proficient in making enemies is, well, it's quite the understatement. If they fail, it's going to make creating a new industrial zone a lot more difficult. But moving on Pigbarter has opened our eyes to a potential contingency. Darkhold is part of this province, and it happens to just be a ruin. I don't buy that for a second though. Where
It looks
there's
like they
ruins,
expanded
there's rats.
the map here.
And where there's rats, there's a possibility that big, man-sized rats that don't know what am I doing. We're not the Empire, we're the Dawizar. It's Skaven. There's Skaven in them there hills, and if I have to diversify my upcoming workforce, you bet I will. Oh, look who it is! Stinking rats. We'll be hitting the rats with the same tactic we had in Pigbarter.
And they'll be hitting you the same
We'll
same
pepper
tactic.
them with
Skaven
artillery
slaves
as
fail.
well as magic from Drazhoath, utilizing Cinderbreath's flying speed. At that point, it's all iron, gunpowder, coal, and hate. Choo-choo! Oh, come on, you know I needed to make at least one of those. Okay, so my
Surrender,
anger
we'll
might
be
have gotten
back.
the better of me, and by doing this, we may have made things a bit more difficult for us here by angering the Skaven, which leaves us with a dilemma. On one hand, we're already taking land from the Knights of Caledor, and it'd be proficient for us to keep our labor in this region alone. However, on the other hand, Clan Rictus might be a little sneaky, and could potentially try to sneak up on Noblar County while our primary legion is destroying Imric's boys. We need to recoup our losses and muster some new units. So for the meantime, we'll hang in Darkhold and see what happens. So we've hit our first dilemma with a convoy here. If we spend cargo, we'll get less labor coming in. But on the other hand, I'm not really up for saying no to a dragon. Speaking of dragons, the dragon nerd Imric himself has left the fortress of Vorag. I guess I'm not the only one with a potential Skaven issue, but it'd be foolish not to pounce on the opportunity. So let's move on in and make ourselves welcome, shall we?
Don't you
Time is of
auto
the
resolve
essence,
that?
So we've no time for siege weapons.
I mean, I don't like
Utilizing
to do a lot of
ladders,
siege
the
as
skull
well,
crackers
so
of the
I
gate,
feel it.
And Drazhoath brutalizing the gate garrison. Once we're in, let's let the Skullcracker let loose. With our guns on the wall, we run the penitentiary now. With the Knights of Caledor overcome in their fortress by iron and magic, it was only a matter of time before they crumbled before the Legion of Asgore. The fortress of Vorag is ours, and a tower is raised in Hashut's glory, and we earned ourselves a new gift in the process, the
Ripper
Kadai
High Tribe.
Fireborn. Demonic
the
fire
Kadai
elementals
Fireborn looks
bound
amazing,
by
honestly.
Chaos Dwarf sorcery and adorned in
Looks
Dawizar armors.
so good.
Their ferocity makes them exceptional flank troops, and precisely what I want in my army. We do, however, have more trouble on our hands. First off, we have this hero unit hanging around outside, and she's ruining the vibe, to be honest. Gordas, deal with her. Gordas, way to go, mate. Truly living up to that surname. Our convoy is under attack, and a strategic question for the ages has been posed to us. Do I slaughter, or do I massacre? Never before has a question been asked
you
to
can do
a
a little bit of
general that
both.
is so intense. I'll think on it as I crush these Dawi into dust. And I'll let the result determine which we did, whilst Drazhoath marches on Imric at Anarel's tomb.
Shields up. That's a group of first tier miners, if I recall.
I think I'll deem this one a slaughter. I love dragons. Maybe Imric had the right idea. So all that's left in our grand plan is taking Anarel's tomb. I like what you did
Imagine
with the province,
your
Imric,
body on the ground
but
just
I
getting
think
ran
we can
over
do
by
better.
a machine.
No hard feelings, mate.
Ultimate
It's
disrespect.
just business. Imric has brought the numbers, and while we're not lacking ourselves, we're going to have to use our units to our advantage. Our firing lines have the capacity to drop whatever he throws at us at the speed of however quickly they can reload. He's also trying to send some archers around the side, but we can counteract that with the speed of the fireball. The Kadai aren't the only people bringing the fire, though.
Oh
Give
yeah.
them a taste, Cinder Breath.
Oh yeah. That's some nice
Skull
AoE there.
Cracker is
No,
already
let me back that up real quick. Hold on. I want to back that up. What kind of spells did you have? If I can find it. For real.
The Kadai.
There we go. Okay, so we got a hex spell. We also got a what do you call it, defensive spell. Okay, yep, and the magical missile. Okay, I want to see what kind of spells he has. Just a good idea.
Aren't the only people bringing the fire, though. Give him a taste, Cinder Breath. Our Skullcracker is already getting started by tending to the fields.
Oh wow!
A bit preemptive. We've only one now, but hey, we need a nice place for Cinder Breath to relax in. Look at him frolic. So, with Imric off the board and these lands firmly under our control, we can get to further bolstering our infernal machine and prepare to take on those pesky Dawi. This is a definite victory for us, despite our losses. We'll need to regroup for a bit, gather our strength, and bolster up our army. Once we're at full strength, we march on the expedition, and we're gonna bring a new friend with us.
The Kadai Destroyer?
Oh, so that's where you went, Tretch. What fitting behavior for a rat. We've established a bit of a foothold here, and I want my province back under my full control. Tretchy has made this personal, so I'm going to expend some of my labor to build a Dreadquake mortar, primarily to hurt him. While I'm also preparing, as it will take us a few turns to reach Darkhold, I've also got some conclave
Dreadquake mortar. Isn't that the mortar that can shoot from like wherever? Hold on.
I still need a bit more influence for some of the unlocks here, and wait, hold on. Someone's taken one of my seats. Zatan! Oh, come on, man. I thought we were pals in like a Cold War and not really pals kind of way. You're lucky you're the focus of the next episode, or I swear on her shit. Anyways, anger aside, we need to strategize. I'm going to add modifications.
No, it would be nice if you were
for
to
our
build the
units to
Dreadquake
spice
mortar,
them up.
and like anybody that
Still
enters your
lacking a
province
bit in
with a
numbers,
Dreadquake mortar,
and we need
you get the
every
ability to
advantage
use
we
it within the
can
battle.
get. We're also bringing in
From like a
two
long range
regiments
kind of
of
deal.
renown. The Blazing Beards.
So it'll
Chaos
take
Dwarf
like
warriors with
5
beards
seconds
that
to maybe 10
filled
seconds
me
before it's fire or
personally
something
with fear,
like that.
And Hashut's favorite engine, the Demon's Tongue.
And what would be really nice about it is that you don't get notified until like 5 seconds, like indication. I think that'd be a good balance.
Whatever vehicle technology this thing is. Ugh, so primitive. I'm cursing that doom wheel with the curse of Hashut, just as Tretch's reinforcements arrive. Right, so what does this button do?
Oh! So that was the Dreadquake mortar.
That's a really fun button. Well,
was I right?
Successfully discarded any bravery those reinforcements of Tretch has had, which leaves us with a nice little massacre to have here.
That's like the nuke.
I'd say thank you for the warm-up, but I think we're hot enough. Oh, so this one's a massacre.
Yeah, that is a button on the side. Oh my god, I was right. I was right.
Whew. Well, that was commendable, if dishonorable, Tretch. Have fun in the mines, rat. So, with Tretch's forces blown to Kingdom Come, we've eked out a victory here, but the expedition is still on the horizon. I need to take more time to recuperate and rebuild my forces.
We got a quest
But
there.
I've got some spicy projects going on at the Black Fortress. It's going to be an interesting time for the Karazakarak expedition, by the time I get around to them. So, here we are. We've rebuilt up our forces, bolstering here and there. We've got some nasty new tricks up our sleeve with a new tower seat, and we're throwing everything we can at this. We need them dead if we're going to show the Tower of Tsar how badly Astragoth messed up for exiling us all our years ago. We also managed to summon a new friend into the fray for the battle too. Karazakarak Expedition, say hello to the Kadai Destroyer.
Yes.
Luckily, we've got a meat shield line of laborers here too, which is convenient considering we took our time looking cool arriving in slow-mo. No apologies, they understand. Let's sacrifice some dung.
Ah, gigantic
shall we?
bull.
For her shirt. We'll send the Gadai Destroyer in first to deal with their frontline units.
The Gadai
to
Destroyer
replace
reminds
the
me
grudges
of
in their hearts
Cerberus
with fear.
from Total War Troy.
Some lads are trying to pull a
I
sneaky
need to play that
flank.
game more.
I don't think the gyrocopters were ready for Cinder Breath though. While the Kadai are out here having the best time one can have while bound to Darwizar technology, we'll use our new tower seat to spawn in even more Fireborn to flank these would-be flankers. How unfortunate for them. Admittedly, the only people here I feel sorry for though are the laborers.
Yeah.
The Destroyer is quite excitable, but it's okay, we'll get more. And we can get more laborers, right?
I love it. I love it. Freaking looks amazing. All right. So, with that said here, let's go over the highlights here from what I see from in this video here. Okay, so the first highlight we're going to check out here is what you call what's called the Hellforge. So as you guys see here, the Hellforge is where you'll spend armaments to upgrade your units and their items / abilities here, and then you can upgrade them through the armory or through the manufactory. Oh, for some reason, the 40k me what's called the manufactorum, but y'all know what that is. But anywho, as you guys see, once again, since spin armaments, you forge additional standard issue weapons and armor for each unit in each category, increase their unit capacity and number displayed beneath each unit cards indicates the current unit capacity. So as you see here, under here, you got the current unit capacity, you have the armaments here to upgrade them. So that's a really cool thing to do there. I like that. It's a little bit of a change from from each Chaos Dwarf, which is pretty cool. Then as you see here, we're under the manufactory. You have where you can spend armaments to get items and stuff, which I pretty much called it. Pretty much good. I was like, items, yeah, cool. So you see, you get passive frenzy ability, attribute charge reflection, spell resistance, so on and so forth. So really cool stuff, in the spellcraft options that you get. Kind of pretty cool. One thing, you have the Tower of Tsar here, where you can put armaments, or I want to say like points or seats into each district or whatnot, capture each district. So district sorcery, district of military district, and the industrial district, so on and so forth. So it's pretty cool. Again, we'll take another crack at the Tower of Tsar. And as you guys see, there's like 4 stages of the Tower of Tsar, so you can kind of see what happens up there on the left side here. Let me actually move my camera real quick. You guys see that? Yeah, so you can kind of see like what's happening there. All right, so with all that shown off today, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below about how you guys feel about Drazhoath The Ashen, and also feel about the Chaos Dwarfs as a whole. Are you guys really excited for the faction? Are you guys really excited for some new content for Total War Warhammer 3? Like I am. Like honestly, this looks pretty great, looks pretty fresh, and I can't wait to get my hands on the Chaos Dwarfs. I wish I had early access CA, but it's all good. No, I'm just kidding. But you guys let me know in the comment section below what you guys leave. If you guys enjoyed this video, please remember to like and subscribe. Also, make sure you hit that notification bell for any future videos of mine. Thank y'all for watching. Thank you guys for your support. We'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out. Have a good one, y'all. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like and also hit the bell notification down below. Thanks for watching.